Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The give is to Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Then we're going to 53. Then we're 46. Done. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Sheds off the tackle to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott yet again. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The final shot before half for Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Breeze to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go. Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze on the move to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the counter, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Breeze now on first down. Completes this one to Meredith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Here we go. Kill. Got it.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now it's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Got it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hey, ready. We're waiting. 21, 21. 11. Ready, what's that?
Now Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
To throw is Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to run now. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun. Gonna go 47. Anything.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Breeze is looking to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Got it.
Back to throw, Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Lee in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.